Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. Let's continue our lesson in English. We are doing Bond of Love, lesson 9 from the textbook. So I hope you are going through the online portal so that you will not miss your classes. If you neglect it, then you have a problem later on. So you can't understand many of the things you will not understand. So I would like to advise you that you should go through the online portal every day. So now we have reached Bruno's visit to the zoo. It's a story about the love and affection between an animal and a human being. Love, we have learned that it is a language, that it's a universal language. Love is mutual, and even animals, birds and human beings, they possess this quality, and they can understand, even animals and birds can understand the language of love. We have learned that. And Bruno's visit to zoo, let's go through this. There are 6 points. Number 1, Bruno had outgrown the dogs. The writer had kept 2 Alsatian dogs, and Bruno had equaled their size. Even it had outgrown the dogs. Bruno had outgrown the dogs. He was very sweet, playful, as well as mischievous, and had learned a few tricks. We have already learned that he had learned a few tricks. Even his name was changed from Bruno to Baba. Baba is a Hindustani name signifying a young boy. So when he was asked, Baba Box, Baba means his name was changed into Baba, means a young Hindustani boy. Baba Box, if anyone asked him, Baba Box, he was ready for rough and tumble. He is ready for rough and tumble. He was ready to wrestle with anyone who comes in front. So he was ready for rough and tumble, whoever comes in front. He was ready. If he is asked, hold a gun, if anyone asked him, Baba, hold a gun, he would immediately point a bamboo stick at you. He will hold a bamboo stick at you and he will point at you. So that was his trick. He had learned. The author's wife had taught him. Or if he is asked, where is the baby? If he is asked, where is your baby, or where is the baby, he would immediately produce or take out a stump of wood, a small stump of wood, which was concealed inside the bed, under the bed, the straw bed. So if he is asked, where is the baby, he would immediately take out a stump of wood, a small piece of wood, and cradle around its arm like a baby. So he would cradle around his arms. He would cradle around his arms. So those were the tricks. Baba Box, Baba, where is the gun, or hold the gun, or where is the baby? If anyone asks this, he used to do certain tricks which was taught by the author's wife. Now, due to the tenant's children, so as we have already learned, the writer had a big bungalow, a big house where many tenants used to live, and they had children. These children used to tease the bear. That's why the writer was very much scared that Baba might harm them. So that's why, due to the tenant's children, he had to be chained most of the time. Due to these children, tenant's children, Baba or Bruno, you can say that, Baba or Bruno, had to be chained most of the time, which is not good for the Bruno, because he used to run around the house, play all the time. He used to accompany the writer's wife wherever she goes. So in fact, it was very upsetting to chain him most of the time. And the author and his wife, author and his son, not wife, author and his son advise author's wife to hand over or give Baba to the Jew in Mysore. So the author and his son advise the author's wife to give Baba to the Mysore Jew, to the Jew at Mysore. So author advised her, it's not wise to keep such a big bear in the house. Anytime he might harm the children, then we'll be in problem. There will be a trouble. A problem it will create. So it's better that we should hand over this bear to the Jew at Mysore. So he'll be better. He'll stay there safe. So the letter was written to the Jew keeper, courier, and from the Jew sent a cage in a lorry. A lorry came in the house and there was a big cage. So Baba was packed off. Before the writers could change her mind, author immediately sent Baba to the Jew. Baba was packed off in a cage and it was sent in a lorry. Both Baba and writer's wife felt very sad. Baba felt very sad. Since he is an animal, he could not express his sadness, but it was really sad. And the writer's wife was also very sad. After this incident, after the Bruno was packed off, both were undergoing departing grief. They were fretting. Fretting means to get angry, annoyed, show anger frequently. So both means the Baba and the writer's wife, author's wife, both were undergoing departing grief. Departing means separating. Grief means sadness. Both of them were very sad. So the author's wife cried a lot. She cried a lot. She missed her lovely pet. So author's wife cried a lot and even left eating for some days. She could not eat her food. She was unable to eat her food because she was so sad. So she left eating for some days. Ultimately, the author and his son advised her, suggested her, consoled her. Then she became quite normal. But still, she remembered her loving pet Bruno very much. Every time whenever they sat down to eat, they used to remember Bruno. She used to think whether he has eaten or not, what he is doing, whether he has slept, or like this way. She used to feel and she used to think every time of Bruno. As her loved pet was away, she felt very sad. She even stopped eating for some days. It became very difficult for her to pass the time or pass the days. Baba's toys were kept. Baba had a toy, a piece of stump as a baby, a stick, and other toys. Baba's toys were kept safely or lovingly. The writer kept his toys in a safe place. She kept them lovingly, hoping that one day Bruno might come back and he needs them. He will need those toys. So she kept all the toys in a safe place and she kept them very lovingly. So in this way, Bruno had to be packed off. Bruno had to be sent to the Jew just because he had outgrown the Alsatian dogs, and especially the main reason was because of the tenant's children. The writer and his son and his family were scared that Bruno might hurt or harm the tenant's children and there will be a problem. So that's why he had to be sent away to the Jew. So that's all for today. Bruno's visit to the Jew. Now in our next class, to be continued here. To be continued. Return of not baby. Oh, I wrote baby. Baba. B-A-B-A. Not baby, I wrote baby. The return of Baba. Baba came back again. How he was returned. How he came back again in the house. Now we will talk about that in our next class. So as the writer's wife could not leave, could not keep him for a long time there in the Jew. She loved him so much, that's why she wanted him back. Let's see what happens, how he manages to come back in the house. So we'll talk about that again, and after bringing what was done, how he was kept in a safe place so that he will not hurt the children of the tenants. So we'll talk about that in our next class. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your presence and for paying so much attention and listen carefully. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next class and continue about Baba's return and how he was kept safe at home. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.